hosted by Thomas McCullen and George Gibson. So guys, welcome back to the Virtual Party, episode 6. And Happy New Year. We haven't done, obviously...
It's been about 3 months.
Yeah, well,
3 months,
December.
4 months,
December.
Yeah.
But guys, we're recording this in February, so we forgot to record in January. Otherwise, this would have been the New Year special. So technically today,
it's still a New Year special.
It's still a New Year special anyway. So yes, welcome back to episode 6. You're in for a treat today, guys. We've got a awesome guest on today, but we'll bring him on in a few minutes. Yeah. But first of all, George, I want to talk about, first of all, right? There's a trend going on TikTok right now, right? There is a Russian angel that everybody keeps talking about, right? End of the world?
Do you know what? I do think it's the end of the world soon. I do.
Why?
I mean, the Euphrates River is dried up.
Right. What's the crack with this whole river
Well,
thing?
supposedly when that river dries up, angels are released.
And you think that's why
they rain terror on the world?
Now, the thing is, I heard about this, right? Apparently, whenever those Russians discovered this angel, right, they used this machine that obviously digs on the ground.
Yeah.
It's almost like a sieve where it's like where it like shakes the rocks or something. It gets rid of all of the bad stuff. And yet this angel is in perfect condition. No, I don't understand that. I think something's a bit dodgy going on.
Maybe it was set up.
I think it was set up. I think it was.
But I think it was real, and I think we're all gonna die.
Now, even if it wow, just push a bomber on us, goodness sake. But even if it is fake, I still believe that something will happen in the near future. And if not the angels, then it's definitely Russia.
Or the Chinese.
Or the Chinese.
And the weather balloons.
And the weather balloon.
Yeah.
They flipping nuked it. Do you see that? They nuked it.
Yeah, but all the chemicals will come out and...
Do you ever, there's a meme going around about them hitting the balloon, and it's the Disney movie. Have you seen that?
No.
Do you know what that movie?
I need to look at it now.
Do you know what that movie up? Before the missile hits the balloon, it cuts to your guy, and he's up in the air. He's like, and then as he sits, he's like,
well, speaking of balloons and angels, we have an angel
among us. We have an actual angel among us, guys. So, guys, if you don't know, our next guest is a local TikToker here, and he's grown quite well in Belfast. And not even that, guys, he does content creation for Northern Ireland football team, which is very impressive. So, please welcome aboard, Stefan. Come on down.
Yes, sir.
Come on down.
Thank you.
Go sit right there.
Great welcome, man. Thank you so much.
All right.
Good to see you.
You too.
Good to meet you, George. I'm Chris, doing the tail. It's good to see you too, man.
So, Stefan, right. So,
in between the boys here.
You have to make it cozy.
It's a cozy squeeze, like, but I like it.
There you go.
We like to
it.
welcome our guests in, you know.
Oh yeah,
of course.
So, Stefan, right? Angels, real or not?
Angels. I say yes, you know.
Oh,
I say
okay.
yes. I grew up Christian, so I kind of have to say yes. Don't I?
Okay, yes.
Angels
But
and
do
demons.
you
So.
believe this statue of an angel? Like, do you believe that's definitely?
I don't know. I heard you just talk about it
Yes.
there. I've actually not seen the trend.
Have you not?
It's been all over TikTok.
everywhere.
Every time I
don't think
swipe,
I've seen it.
every time I
I've seen
swipe.
the Chinese balloon thing you're talking about. But
We didn't see the guys.
but I didn't see the angel. What exactly is it? So it's a statue.
Right, it's a statue, but the thing
It's
is,
in the middle of nowhere in
it's
Russia.
middle of nowhere.
It's in the middle of
and these
nowhere.
Russians discovered it, and it's in perfect condition, but it looks realistic, And people are saying this could be connected to obviously the 4 apocalypse and stuff.
Yeah, like an actual angel.
And the guys who
'cause I
found
think in
it
Revelation
disappeared.
they talk about like horsemen and stuff,
Yes.
and like they come as angels. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say yes, but
Okay.
with like no context of what's going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, angels exist. I do think.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
do you think like this could be the end times? Do you
It
think?
could be. People say that, don't they? I don't
Yeah.
know. My mum's big on like she loves like the Book of Revelation
Yes.
and the Bible,
Yeah.
and she's convinced that this is like the end times.
Oh,
like,
God.
but I don't know.
Yeah.
Every generation is like a prisoner to their
Yeah.
own time.
Yeah.
Like if you grew up in the 1950s and Hitler was in charge,
Yes.
I'm pretty sure you were saying this is the end times.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So I don't know. I think every generation has their prisoner moment,
Yeah.
and we just might be in ours. I don't know.
I just think we just live every day the day as it comes. You know,
That's the best way to do it.
you know, because like otherwise, if we go overthink things, then we might as well just like off ourselves
Exactly.
right now. You know, it's one of those things. Just
Yeah.
live a day at a time. That's
There's
the way I
enough
see it.
things to stress about. Never mind, is an angel real and
Oh, yeah.
Russia, like
Oh,
you
yeah.
know what I mean. So
True. live every day, live it up, and go to Limelight.
or because it's Monday, rubber Mondays.
Rubber Mondays, bring your
Mondays.
rubber.
is that what I was on the limelight?
No.
How was your Saturday night, by the way?
Oh, well, he didn't go because he was a,
You weren't
he was,
out?
He was a pussy. He was a pussy. He
Oh
didn't join
man,
me.
Oh yeah, I don't
you
get
didn't
it.
join him in spoons for a second.
No,
You
but
out,
he will be.
Chris?
He will be tonight.
I'm too offended.
But he will be out tonight. He will be out tonight, won't
Like
you?
tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Every time I think of spoons, I think of the guy who was like escaped from prison. And they found him in spoons.
Here's cheap drink.
That's George.
And then he drank a couple of windows.
Oh, that's
It's a
George.
cheap night out, and it's
Oh,
not
it is.
bad.
Yeah.
It's a good crowd, isn't it? Most
Yeah,
of the time.
we're trying to go to Warehouse Mondays.
I was about to say, are you for a warehouse tonight?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
we
oh,
booked
yeah,
tickets. We
yeah,
booked
yeah.
tickets.
Wow.
Yeah,
We're in,
yeah,
we're in
yeah.
for
I normally do content for them, but I'm not there tonight, so
Oh,
I'll miss you, bro.
Oh man.
We thought you'd be our wingman for.
I know, man. I know, like, see, anytime I'm there, I'm genuinely a wingman for most people. I'm not
That's the
gonna
only
lie.
reason you're here.
These guys are looking laid, so they need it.
Because of your like TikTok fame, you're basically now like. Have you heard of this place, Innisfara, down south?
No, I don't think I
It's
have.
like they have a whole week of all the single people in like Ireland or across the world, like down south.
Uh-huh.
They
Shit.
come to this.
Is
village.
it like a fuck fest?
No, it's not. His mind always goes to Turkey. Right? They go down.
He's getting his hooks up here.
They
Like.
go down, and there's this guy, and he doesn't even do it by computer, but he has a big book,
Right.
and it's all full of names. It's all farmers and all. And he
Right.
brings him in. He's a matchmaker. It's a true story.
I'm
Wow.
good. Yeah, that's it.
It's
Apparently he's really good. So that could be you could be like
It's-
the Northern Ireland.
I could be hosting that, like.
it's a thick book, Chris.
Get these boys some tickets to go.
I need this book.
Right. So speaking of content creation, right? So
Yes, man.
you started TikTok. How long ago did you start TikTok? Because
I
we only saw you on TikTok. I don't think it was that long. I think it must have been what, a year?
Not even, mate. I think it was March.
March
Last year.
last year,
Yeah,
yeah.
so we're getting up to the 1 year point, but I
Wow.
think we're like 10 months now,
What?
9 months, whatever it is.
How did you start? How did you start on TikTok? Did you do anything beforehand?
No,
before
mate.
TikTok?
So I'll kind of go back to why I started, and then I'll
Okay,
get to how I
okay.
started. But basically, I'll take you back to Starbucks. I started working in Starbucks.
Okay.
About 4 or 5 years ago, and I found out then I had a real connect. Like I could connect with people on a different level.
Yes.
Like everybody that came in, it was like, "Hey, girl, how's it going? What can I get you?" And I just knew I could connect with people.
Yeah.
And really found that I love people. I love meeting people.
Yeah.
So I started there, and I thought, right, I need to change this up because I can't work in Starbucks my whole life.
No.
You'll be a brokey forever.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
yeah,
the money
yeah.
is shit, but
Yeah.
the job's good.
But the job's good, yeah.
So I thought, right, how do I monetize what I'm good at? So I thought, you know what, it's probably a sales job.
Yeah.
I'm probably made for a sales job. I don't know. So I went corporate. It was in Concentrics. You've
Oh,
probably
yes,
heard it.
yep,
Yeah.
yep,
So I
yep.
worked there for about a year, and I was like, okay, this is a sales job, but it's a shit sales job. And then I thought, right, I need a different one. So I went to a place called Lightyear, and I did a
Okay.
bit of work for them.
Okay.
But I found out that corporate life like just wasn't for me.
No.
As I can't do this forever too. So what can I do on the side? And I was watching Gary V one
Oh,
one day. You
he's
probably
good crack.
watched his
Yeah,
content.
Yeah.
So I was sitting. It must have been New Year's last year,
Mm-hmm.
so 2021 New Year's, and he was saying this was like the last 18 months to make content online and build a brand online.
Yeah.
And he's like, if you're not starting now, in 12 months' time, you might be too late. Like TikTok will move on, the algorithm will change, and if you haven't got an established brand, because everyone's online at the minute doing
Yeah,
stuff, so he's like, if you don't have an established brand online in the next 18 months, you know you're going to lose. Like,
Yeah.
so I thought, right, I need to do something. Like, I don't know what I need to do, but I need to do something.
Yeah.
So I thought, right, what can I do? Because I don't know what content I'd be good at making. I wasn't quite sure how to even start, how to even record something. I didn't even know how to work a mic this time last year.
Yeah.
Which is scary to think. This time last year I was doing nothing.
Yeah.
So that's weird. Like,
It's a big jump, like.
it's a
from where you
huge
started.
jump.
Yeah, yeah.
And I bought the microphones. I bought lights, and I bought a MacBook, and I upgraded my iPhone. So I thought, right, I'm not going to buy a camera because I'm not sure how to work one.
Yeah.
So I buy an iPhone, and at least I can just mount it or
Yes,
use it, and
yeah.
it can record for me until
Yeah.
I build up something. So I initially wanted to start with a podcast, believe it or not.
Oh,
So I
right,
wanted
okay.
a podcast first.
And now
but-
you have.
I now have one.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it came later on, just because I wasn't sure how I was even going to do a podcast. Like,
Yeah.
because I didn't have a setup for it. I was going to use my iPhone for it.
Yeah.
Didn't really like the idea of that. And I thought, right, I'll not do a podcast yet. I'll do something else.
Mhm.
So went to Belfast one day with my girlfriend, and we were going to make content. And I was like, right, I'm just going to ask like random people questions.
Yeah.
Just going to interview
Yeah.
people, do some public interviews. Asked about 5 or 6 people And mate, everyone said no. Every single person said no. And I was like, man, this content game is shit. Like, I am not good at doing this. Like, but I was in a point in my life where I was frustrated. Like, even that day, I had to post something.
Yes.
Like, I was like, I can't go a day now without posting something.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be happy. Like, so I just posted a photo of like me and my sister on Instagram, but I like did a bit of like art on it or something,
Yes.
like, just to put some sort of content online. So I did that, and then the next day we had planned to go to Port Stewart for a coffee.
Yeah.
So it was me, my girlfriend, and my friends. And I thought, right, this is like my last shot. I need to try this again. Like, I must be able to get somebody. Like, so we went up and down the Port Strand, and I got 3 people to say yes.
Oh,
so
nice,
me and my friend done that.
Nice.
I asked. My first question was, "What makes a good kisser?"
Well, I can answer that. But, you know,
George is a pro at this, so
well.
he would have been a good first subject for me. Like,
bit of tongue action. That's all you need. I think.
Tell him about the Dementor. Oh, wait, actually, we'll leave that.
We'll
for
leave
now.
that for a bit
I'm
later.
interested in that one.
Yes.
But yeah, that was my first question. I got three different girls to agree to the question, and I went home, edited it quickly, and then, you know, whenever you're young and you text a girl for the first time and you text her and then you throw your phone over side the room and you don't look at it for hours. That was me whenever I posted my first TikTok. Like, I didn't want to see how well it done. I was so like nervous, like, oh my god, like, because once you put yourself out there, you know, like, that's it.
Yeah.
Like, that's how you're going to be seen now in the public eye. So I wasn't quite sure how that was going to go. It was a bit random. Yeah. You know, who, like, asking people who wants or what makes a good kisser, like, that's a bit weird. Like, so I threw it out there anyway, and then I woke up the next morning and looked at it, and it didn't do that well. And then I hit like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, I was on my job, and I looked at it again, and it had blew up basically. And every video since has literally blew up. And
after that
like,
one video,
there's literally been not like since starting. There literally, I don't think there's been one bad video in terms of like engagement or views or whatever way, whatever you think's good.
Now, do you think that's just pure luck, or did you have like a strategy of how you posted that?
No, definitely not me. I did not have a strategy at all. Like,
okay. So
yeah, there was no strategy.
Pure luck.
It was just I tried to make it as fun as I could.
Yes.
Try to ask a good question.
Yes.
I think
So obviously
that's
there's
the most important thing. What you're saying there,
Yeah.
listen, is the questions.
Yeah.
It's like, because it's like human nature want to find out. What
Yeah, exactly. So I guess I'm saying luck, and maybe I'm like discrediting myself, but I did obviously think about the questions, and then I tried to ask the right people who would answer it well by kind of looking at them, engaging.
Because you obviously wouldn't ask a 70-year-old.
Yeah, not get up to an old couple and, you know, get a mad answer from them.
You can ask them how it was World War II, but like.
So yeah, I guess there's a bit of thinking behind it, I guess.
Yes, yeah.
But for the most part, man, I just tried to really enjoy the moment. Like, that's literally my whole thing, man.
So you do you enjoy going out and asking
Me, that's
people?
my favorite thing.
Yeah.
Like, my favorite thing in the world is meeting new people and going out and just like seeing how it goes.
Yeah.
It's so exciting, man. You just never know who you're going
But
to
like
get.
people like us, so we be scared shitless to do that sort of stuff. I mean, like,
I
if
should
he-
do it, man. It's honestly.
If he had like maybe like a couple of shots, he'd go out and do it absolutely. But like,
I'll do it tonight.
I've seen a couple of your videos. I always find you come with a really chilled out. So that's the way when people come in. So then you come in like it's just like a medium. And you're
Sneaking
chill.
in. Like.
No, but you have a demeanor that's a demeanor. It's kind of like a nice way about you. That people can feel comfortable in saying mad shit.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, jumping out, you know.
No, thank you, man. Appreciate that. But no, it's something I absolutely love. Like, you just never know who you're going to meet. And
Yes.
I've always tried to keep that. Like, because even recently now, like, it's maybe blew up to a good place.
Yeah.
But I try to remember every time I'm like, right, it's about the person I'm meeting.
Yes.
Like, fuck the question, fuck
Yeah.
the video. I don't care how well it does. Like, I want to get to know that person. I want to get to know. I want to get to know their name.
Yeah.
And actually,
And do you find the most interesting people? Like, I'm not talking about like looks and stuff. I'm talking about like characteristics or at nightclubs. Is that why you always seem to always
the nightclub ones? It's hard, right? Because
Okay.
them videos are good.
Yes.
Because you're going to get the real like raunchy questions.
Yeah,
and, like,
yeah.
They're going to get mad answers. Like, but then the other side of it is they're drunk, right? Sometimes they're drunk. They're not always drunk. But even if they're slightly drunk, like just tipsy,
Yes, yeah.
they wake up the next morning and DM you and like, oh mate, I was so fucked last night. Can you not post it? And then you've got no content to post.
I usually get that message, but first for another reason.
Wait a second, I give him that message about our podcast the other day.
Oh, really?
These boys
Right.
put money behind. I told this story. It's
Wait,
a mad
do you
story.
did
Have you
you-
ever heard of a thing called Piss Cat?
Piss cat?
Yeah.
No, I've never.
Oh,
heard
right, here we
Piss
go.
Cat.
Tell the story.
No,
I'll monetize it again.
He fucking monetized. And people are sending me messages about piss cat.
Don't look it up, please.
Don't look it up.
I'm googling that at the minute. I'm out here, mate. Piss cat.
He spelled it wrong. He spelled it pescat, which means fish. Which, when you look at the real
Fishy
reason,
cat.
no, what it means is people,
It's
people
got a
who,
fishy
like,
smell. That's
Oh,
like.
right.
It's basically like if you Google it, which I didn't know what it was, right? So like I didn't know genuinely. I stopped the car and Googled it, on the way some birds were shit. But anyway, it means people who like to piss and shit themselves and stuff.
Holy.
I
On themselves.
No, on other people.
While you're fucking.
It's a real
It's like a
mad
Sam
fetish.
Smith
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah.
Piss everywhere.
You walk into the.
But he fucking monetizes it. Every cunt's fucking DM.
I think you should start OnlyFans, man, with that shit.
Well,
There's some mad people out there into that, like.
Yeah, oh,
You know what I
yeah.
I need to see that.
You walk into the girl's house, there's shit flying everywhere.
Hey, mate, if you moved to Dubai, you'd make killing. Everybody
I
goes.
didn't do it though. That's the thing.
All right.
I know, it was the girl who was
Was
into it. Yeah. Goodness sake.
I was on the way. I went speed dating, right? I basically went speed dating. It's
Oh, here we go. Here
I've
comes the
heard
best
about
story.
this speed dating thing in Belfast. It's pretty cool, apparently.
Yeah,
This
we've
girl-
been. It's
good?
It's not good. It's
No.
not good.
It's class. These boys tried it once and maybe they didn't get a few dates or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
I got none.
I know a girl went to actually.
yeah, and
Yeah.
it's good crack.
Yeah,
You
she said it
actually-
was actually quite good, I think.
You feel
Remember?
good at the end of the night because you actually spoke to someone, you spoke to people and all and stuff. And the last one I was at, and I am not like
Bruce
what's the
Almighty.
way to put it? Like what is it? I'm not like just there was a blind guy at it.
Yes.
Ah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I thought fair play to him because
Flip.
like, a blind guy, and he came and he
What?
was sticking on, and he came and he done a speed it and all. And it's not. I'm just saying. When these boys, when the blind guy's doing it, when these boys can't do it,
George,
George,
maybe we should just go in blind.
Yeah.
Literally.
anyways,
George-
anyways, speed getting, and this girl.
That was
she
her
took my-
fetish or
took my
something.
took my number and she texts me and says, "You want to come on round?" So I'm going on round. I'm halfway. I live in Watts Car, and I'm halfway over there. And she's like, "You better be into some mad shit." And I'm like, well,
Literally.
When you get that text, you know you're in for it. Like,
this is maybe 5 or 6 years ago. And then I stopped the car and I'm like, "Oh fuck's sake!" She's like, I'm like, "What are you?" What is this? She's like, "Piss cat." And I had to Google it.
just to see what it was. I wouldn't know what it was. I were
Thomas,
like,
monetize this clip now.
I will.
Anyway, so I was like getting all these messages. I was like, "Oh, I should have told that story."
this is getting clipped right now.
Oh yeah.
Piss cat.
Continue your podcast.
Right. So moving on from shitting, we're going to talk about.
Yes.
We're going to talk about George. Right. We talked about it just briefly there. What's a dementor?
Oh yeah, that story.
Well, that's
This is
that's
Kess's
his
story, right?
Yeah, that's his nickname for it because
It's a technique. Is this a technique of how you kiss?
yes, it's very it's very aggressive, very
Watch
aggressive.
out, Warehouse Mondays, like.
Well, why do you call it the dementor first of all, Thomas? Go on.
Because he literally sucks the soul out of him.
Yeah.
Ah.
So
See when you were standing there, I was actually fucking scared for you. Like,
I did tell you.
Chris
we were
whispered
gonna
to
tell you
me
some
like, "Hey,
weird
bro,
shit."
you sure?"
okay, so I go in. Okay, I stick my tongue as far down their throat as I can. And that's pretty much it. For 20 minutes straight, no air. That's it.
20 minutes straight. And did he enjoy it? You think?
Well,
Well, I mean, I've done it in Limelight. I've done it. Well, I've done it everywhere. To be fair, so.
And
I've
Warehouse
been
is
there
getting it done
everywhere.
tonight.
Oh yeah, 100%, 100%. Yeah.
Them uni students are in for it.
oh, I.
I just
tell
hope
you.
I just hope they have a high immunity.
George Goofy is called Rubber Mondays.
Some technique, I have to admit. Like,
Oh yeah,
some
and you
technique.
you swirl the tongue around the mouth as well. And, you know.
For 20 minutes straight as well. Man, that's something going.
Yep.
You've got like
for
good
fuck's
cardio or
and
some
they don't
shit.
call the police.
After the
Not
night,
yet, not yet, not yet,
not yet.
not yet. But I expect it one day.
I
but-
wish I was on the Warehouse tonight, man. I really wish I was.
Imagine you got.
'Cause I
imagine
would've
if
got
you-
that on video,
yeah,
mate.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That would have
well,
been my question for tonight.
and
He
then there'll
did
be
take a video of
Do
me
you want to
once.
see the Dementor?
He did take a
that'd be
video
such
of me
cool
once,
clip.
It's
but
kind of like what do you call it there when they bring out the Channel 3 thing, the with Bradley Walsh.
What's he
What do you call
do?
it when he brings out the fucking like
the chase.
The chase.
Yes.
What do you call
The
it?
Chasers.
Oh yeah, they've got titles, don't they?
Aye.
The Chasers.
The black.
So like you
oh,
be,
what
you
was
be
it
like
called?
the warehouse tonight and you bring out the
George just
I just walk up
the
like
shutters. The shutters. All
Yeah, go,
all
"Ah,
of
here
them
I
are
am."
inside, right? And the shutters come up, and just a shadow of George walking in. So
I'd say that'll be up for it,
WWE style, WWE style.
It'd be an experience, like, I have to admit.
Oh yeah. It's
That would be
it's
cool.
a scary experience, especially whenever you're
I
recording
think so.
it.
I think so.
Whenever
yeah,
you're recording
yeah.
it, it's a scary feeling. Right. Let's just move on from all this shit.
Some mad shit.
Well, actually,
Piss shit. Dementor and
Dementor
Sunken
and-
Soul.
we told you you'd been for a ride here.
Ah,
but,
you
uh,
did. You did prepare me for this.
Yeah,
To be fair.
I did. Say
What
that.
is your
You did, didn't you?
favorite clubbing experience in Belfast?
Yes. Do you have any?
You
mild
know
stories?
what? I really. Oh, I've got mad story. I don't.
Well, we'll
Well,
get into
well,
that,
let's
but
get into that, but, like-
my favorite one. It used to be Alibi. I don't know if you boys been
We've
to
never
Alibi.
been to
I haven't
Alibi.
been.
It used to
no.
be it before COVID hit. Like it used to be the spot for
Okay.
us. So what age was I then? Like 24, 23. I feel like it's changed, though. I don't know, but see, since COVID been over
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
clubs been
Yes.
open in the past year or so, I don't know how you feel, but it feels like everywhere is nearly different.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, I
if-
agree.
in a way.
Yep.
Maybe it's just me getting like 2 or 3 years older as
Okay.
well. Probably doesn't help, but. So right now, I have to say probably the National. I really like
National
going
is
to
a good spot, but here's the thing though. So he's more of the dance nightclub sort of
Yeah.
thing because especially
No,
because,
I'm
it
into
brings,
that too, mate.
because it brings more of a younger audience. He thinks the National is
Hold on a minute.
it's too old apparently.
Hold on a minute.
That's why he's for warehouse tonight, mate.
exactly.
No, hold on.
exactly.
But also,
He can't deny it.
no, that's not.
The National's a good mix, I think. There's a good
I
mix
told
of.
you,
Yeah.
George. I told you that.
Yeah.
Don't
It's a
you
good
feel
mix.
like it's easier to approach someone when you're dancing in a club atmosphere?
Yeah.
But you
instead
do
of
that
just-
anywhere.
Well, I know you can,
You
but
can do it in a coffee shop for God's sake.
Ah, well. Are you are single, yeah?
Yes, of
Yeah.
course.
well,
I've been
That's
trying
a
to
co-
tell you. And I know you're a church going young lad.
Used to be.
Used to be.
Used to be.
well, we'll get into that.
Hey, we're gonna.
Yeah.
Tell these lads the best place to pick up women.
It's church. Here a lot of people go with that theory, and like I think girls think that more than men though, because girls go to church with this expectation that if he's a man, he goes to church. You know, he's got his life together. He's going to treat me well. You know, he's got his shit together. Like, but most of the time
Literally.
they don't. Like, they're just as broken as you are.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah,
So
yeah,
I think girls definitely have that expectation. Like, and there's always a weird like standoff. I think in church man dating because I've been
I'm
there,
trying to say these guys are
and
kind of
this
like
can be weird.
Owen Wilson and Vince Vaughn.
And I love Owen. I love Owen Wilson too.
And they're going to go into a church like the wedding crowd.
The church crashers.
You should try it. You should try church out.
I mean,
Oh yeah, yeah.
You should.
We were gonna go.
we were gonna go, but then it's like, I don't know. I haven't been to church in, I don't know, God knows how long.
You're scared of getting set on fire or something. When you go
Yeah, pretty much because like all the shit I've done. Let's just say if I was Catholic, I'll be repenting for the rest of my life. That's all I'll say.
So, well, we'll talk about your faith next.
Yes.
So,
Well,
we're
so first of all-
Christians.
oh.
We're Christians ourselves. And maybe the lifestyle is,
The lifestyle's changed. The
is a
lifestyle's
bit of a,
changed.
Yeah, I'm not
bit of a
judging.
hypocrite thing to say, but
Hopeful.
you're a Christian yourself.
Yeah. I gave my life to God when I was like a teenager. Yeah, so
Okay.
I would still say I'm Christian.
Now, this could be a
Don't
sensitive
be
subject.
you're a don't be a hypocrite,
No.
Thomas.
Protestant or Catholic.
No, I would say neither. You know.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
well, I'll actually tell you what. I grew up in a Christian home,
Okay.
so it was always my mum going
Yes.
to like an evangelical church. It was
Okay.
never like Presbyterian or Catholic or
Baptist or
or
whatever.
yeah, none of that. So it was always evangelical. So I never knew any better. And then my dad's actually Hindu, so I
Okay.
grew up in a split home.
Okay.
So yeah, that's
do,
why.
do you like Hindu? Do you like Hinduism? Do you like that?
Yeah, like I've been to all the temples and all with my dad
Yeah.
and Mauritius and stuff. It's pretty mad. It's
Yeah.
a lot different to what people over here are used to. So I get really used to it really quick. But then like my mum and dad split up and stuff, so then I never went to them as much. And my mum was probably more strict with me with the Christian side than my
Yes.
dad was with the Hinduism. And I did find my faith in Christianity than I did the Hinduism. But I
Yeah.
respect that, like obviously my family are Hindus, not like I think the faith's good and
Yeah.
it brings him a lot of joy and stuff. so.
Yeah. Because I mean, like, right? If you think about it, all at least doesn't matter what faith you have. At least you believe in.
Yeah, you
something.
believe in something.
There's
Yeah,
there's definitely a higher power up there. So it doesn't matter if you're like Christian, Buddhist, Hindu. There is a higher power up there, and at least you have some sort of faith.
yeah. And if that gives you purpose, then
Yeah.
fair play to it.
Absolutely.
Same goes for atheism too, because if you believe in something, you believe in that. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
You might change your way of thinking. If you think there's nothing,
Yeah.
you might
That still takes faith as
yeah,
well, doesn't it?
exactly,
Yeah. No, you're absolutely right. There's a lot of faith in that.
Right. So Me and George were talking about this today,
Oh, no.
right?
Is this what I think it is?
Maybe. Stefan, hold up your feet there for a second.
Oh no!
What are those?
The foot runners.
I was
Right,
thinking about
so-
this all
Yeah,
day
yeah, all
yesterday.
day.
I just,
Explain it.
How did you explain it?
I'm sorry. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. I just.
So I watched I Show Speed. You've probably seen them or heard of them by now, and I didn't like them to begin
Okay,
with. To be
okay.
honest, like I hated them. I was like,
Yeah.
them things look absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
And then the more I watched him, the more I seen him wear it.
Yeah.
I was like, they're actually kind of cool, kind of grown on me a little bit.
Okay.
And then obviously Kanye West seen him wear it with like a certain outfit because it's his shoe, and I was like, okay, it looks really good with that outfit.
Yeah.
So I might actually buy a pair. And then I was like, that like kind of content thing in my head was stirring up as well. It starts conversations.
Yep.
People are
Oh yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
people will
I
comment
think you
on.
rock them, man.
Thank you, bro.
I think certain people might not, but I think you rock them.
Thank you, bro. So there you go. And yeah, if people are watching videos, they'll comment about it.
Yes.
They'll probably retain on the video longer.
Yep.
In real life, people approach you all the time just to talk to you, just to say hello because you're wearing them.
You wear them, yeah.
So for
Okay,
me,
so
that's a W. Like
It's a
so-
start. It's a start. It's like a conversation starter.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
It's like it is absolutely ridiculous. My girlfriend hates them. My whole family hates them. I wear them everywhere. I wear them to the gym. I wear them
To church.
nights out, church,
Yeah, yeah.
anywhere, man.
What are they based on? Are they based on that chapel in Barcelona?
It looks.
Doesn't it?
It quite looks like Alien versus Predator. Like like the alien's head.
Oh yeah,
like
it does
the back
actually.
end of it.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like that a little
It does,
bit. I think.
doesn't it?
But I seen a guy in Love Island last night wearing them as
Okay.
well. So,
It's on
I'm
the
not
trend.
the
Isn't it the only one? Yeah. First, okay. So another topic, right? Your thoughts on local TikTokers, content
local
creators.
TikTokers.
What's your thoughts on them?
Or
Or do you have a favorite? I would say that as well.
do you have a favorite?
Just pretend.
Well, I
just-
think
just-
it's,
just pretend that we're not here.
You know, I think it's probably going to be us. You know.
Okay, there is an emerging scene. Like,
Yeah,
there's a
there
lot
is.
of people out there making good content.
Yes.
and like you've had great ones on this podcast already. You've got Chris on, of course.
That's probably the only one.
John Devlin.
John
John
Devlin.
Devlin. Yeah.
Love his videos, man.
Yeah,
he is.
right.
He
Hilarious.
is a funny guy.
He's a lovely
like,
guy. He's a lovely guy.
and he seems really lovely too. I seen
he's
that
dead,
episode.
he's dead on. He's dead on.
He also had that Belfast Evo.
Yep.
Benjamin
yeah,
Stacey.
Oh, yeah.
Good guy as well. Really good guy. And yeah, I mean, no, I get along with like literally anybody you could probably name on the scene if you like.
Okay.
I probably know them and have spoke to them and have some sort of friendship
Yes.
relationship with them.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all doing their own thing. Like,
And you would you have a favorite where you would watch constantly and always like, go towards them more?
I don't think so. No, it's hard. I don't really scroll on TikTok that
Okay.
much, to be honest.
Okay.
Like, see, whenever you're making content for TikTok, like I know you all
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
I don't know. I find it harder to like scroll on it just because I'm like I could be making
Yeah.
that kind of content. Sometimes I do scroll on it or maybe get inspiration
Okay.
or what's people made recently or
Yes.
what's kind of trending. But in terms of a favorite, I don't really know if I have one.
Well, how about this? Not here, anywhere in the world.
Anywhere
Do you have a
in
favorite?
general, I do.
Yeah.
I love speed videos. Like my For You page, if I am scrolling, is literally full of. It's like I show speed videos,
Yeah.
football videos. Like that's mostly what it is. 'Cause
Nice.
I suppose it's showing you
There's
what
a
you're
bit of
watching.
controversy about speed today, actually.
Is there?
Yeah. He's been banning, or he's been taking copywriting people and
Flip.
Oh
I
right.
found out it was him behind it all along. Apparently he had a company that was like anybody who would actually mention his name,
Yeah.
he was copyright
Oh.
claiming the video.
Wow.
So, we'll just leave out that word. Leave out that word. Leave out that word.
Yeah, so like that's so as I was going to.
So anyone was using his name to like name drop.
Yeah, something
He
like
was
that, yeah.
copywriting it.
And apparently,
wow.
like, he was like, I don't know why this is happening to everyone, but apparently he was behind.
Oh.
That was according to Twitter, so it's just flicking through.
Ah,
Twitter
it's
today.
hard to know. But he's that young. What is he? 17, 18?
Is he?
So it's
He
probably.
looks old.
I mean, he's really young. So it must be like one of the guys with him or something, like a manager or something.
Yeah.
Because I doubt he would. He doesn't seem the kind of guy that would be into that.
Yeah.
He's very friendly to Aidan Ross. and stuff.
Yeah. See, him on the Full Send podcast. I don't know if you watched that. It was
Free
quite
the
funny.
top G.
Free the top three. Oh, that's another thing. Thoughts on Andrew Tate?
I thought Andrew Tate. I knew this one was coming.
I didn't even mean to segue into that.
Yeah.
That was a good transition.
Yeah, there we go.
Chris.
Yeah.
What is he? He's still detained at the minute,
He's still
right?
detained. I think he's got an extra 60
I
days.
think end of February by the time they make a decision. They'll probably detain him again.
Yeah.
They can detain him up to 120 days, I've seen.
Yeah.
So he can still do another 2 months
But-
at this
right.
point.
300 days.
Is it 300 days? I thought it was 120.
Right, and I
Wow.
look.
Nearly a year then.
I don't hate the guy. I don't love the guy. I have that mixed feeling about him where some things I do believe what he says is good, but it's the way he's getting it
Way he
across
says it,
there.
yeah.
It's so wrong. Like if he
Yeah.
was to word it differently, if he was to express it differently, absolutely. But the way he says it,
Yeah, no, and people will hate him for that,
Yeah.
like especially with the women's stuff as
Oh.
well.
But it's all that saying all that stuff. But is he guilty though? That's the thing.
That's it. You don't. Well, at the minute, I think there is literally no evidence.
There's a documentary on tonight on BBC 4.
Oh, is there?
About him.
Okay.
Apparently
What's that?
They're dropping bombshells.
Oh.
tonight.
Right. Wow.
Stuff that hasn't come out before. Yeah.
oh,
Yeah, because Vice done a documentary recently, didn't they? A couple of weeks ago. It's hard to know. I think some of the stuff he did talk about building businesses and
Yes.
stuff, and like how to
Yep.
make money and
Yep.
get in the way of money.
that's great.
Some of that stuff is
Yeah.
actually quite useful,
Yeah.
especially if you're a young guy
Now-
wanting to make it. Or
Do you believe? Now I always use this on you, and there's actually going to be a actual mentorship coming out.
Oh,
real
yes,
soon, real
yes.
soon, right?
oh,
The Sigma Male Academy.
The
My
Sigma
Sigma Male Academy. I
The
will
Sigma
teach
male.
young men how to be
how
proper
to
men.
be
Do you
proper
believe?
masculine
Do
man.
you believe in the
How
Sigma
to
male?
how to put your tongue down the throat.
The
If
mentor?
George is teaching you how to do it, yeah, I believe in it 100%.
Yeah, yeah, nice.
Especially if George is teaching you,
Oh, yeah,
you'll
I
be
mean-
masculine. You'll be benching 120 in the bench
Just
press.
for your tongue.
You'll be kissing girls for 20 minutes straight.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
It's all about
I
stamina.
don't think
yeah.
it can go wrong, to be honest.
And you have to last for 40+ minutes as well. Yeah.
Well, that you need to teach me that as well, man.
Oh.
40 minutes is long, but
It's quick for me. It's quick for me.
Cheaper.
We're gonna be cancelled.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be cancelled.
you will.
For flip's sake. Right. Another topic. What we were gonna say. We were gonna mention. What was it? We were gonna mention about something. Was it the quick fire round?
Oh yes.
Quick fire round.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Favorite musician.
Chris Brown.
Chris Brown.
Yeah, I'm seeing him next week.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, I can't
Very
wait.
nice,
I can't
very
wait.
nice,
I'm buzzing.
very nice.
No, I've loved Chris Brown.
Is that down in Dublin?
No, it's actually in London.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, I couldn't get any Dublin tickets,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
going to see him in London. But yeah, I've always loved Sea Breezy, man. See, Alibi's full of his music too,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
that's
yeah,
why I
yeah.
love going there.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, Sea Breezy.
Nice, nice.
Love.
Do you have a favorite musician from Northern Ireland?
Musician from Northern Ireland.
If you know of any, do you have a favorite?
His brother.
Yeah.
He's a rapper.
Aye.
Is he?
Aye.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Is he actually?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
I've never. What's his name?
Jacko.
Jacko.
So look at the camera and say Jacko's the best.
Jacko
rapper.
is the best rapper in NI.
You'll love
There we
it.
go.
Shout out
You'll
to
love that.
Jacko,
You'll
like-
love that.
That's how
There we
every
go.
one of his conscious.
Yeah. Good to see. Favorite movie?
Ooh.
I would say maybe Lion King is always like
Okay.
I've watched it
Nice,
so much
nice,
since
nice,
a kid.
Nice.
So it's maybe one that sticks with me forever.
Yep.
But of recent times, I really like the Planet of the Apes movies. I know
They're
that's
good.
not
Oh,
a
yeah,
movie,
Amazing movie.
but
Yeah, oh, yeah.
they're neat. And there's one out next year, The Kingdom of the Planet of
Yep,
the Apes.
yep,
So I'm
there is,
absolutely
yeah.
buzzing for that.
Yeah,
so
yeah. Now, do you prefer the new ones or the old one?
new ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one we see.
Oh, you
Is it
ca-
the same director as Batman, Matt Reeves? Did he do?
Yep.
It might
yep,
be,
It
actually.
is Matt Reeves. Yep.
What do you mean by you mean the old ones that are
As
like
in, like,
donkeys old?
Yeah, where
Aye.
they're literally
Yeah.
wearing makeup
Yeah.
and stuff.
Oh,
okay.
yeah. No.
Heston?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
and Mark Wahlberg.
I thought you meant because the first, I think
Marky
the
Mark.
first Planet of the Apes, the Rise Planet, is
Yeah.
a different director than the other two,
I think it is. Yeah.
and,
yeah.
and there's a few
Matt
different
Reeves
actors.
directed the rest of them.
Yeah, and there's a few different actors, but they do cross over
They
anyway.
did crossover, yeah,
So-
because the first one was James Franco.
Yeah, and I love James
Yeah,
Franco,
yeah.
and then he wasn't in it,
Spider-Man.
but obviously Caesar still remembers him in the second
Yeah.
one.
Do you
for
know
one.
the whole story with James Franco in Belfast?
What?
No, I never heard of that.
He filmed here with your Highness.
Oh yes, that's right. Yeah, Your
Jeez.
Highness. Yeah, yeah.
But
Uh-huh.
he was really disliked by everyone. See all the stuff that's come out about him.
Wow.
It's all true because it was like the extras used to call him James Wanko.
Wow.
Yeah, and he used to be always in like Rain nightclub with all different. Like,
Oh, George.
I believe
like
it.
him.
100%. I've heard mad stories about him. He used to work at McDonald's in LA, and that's how he got good at acting. So he would have put on an accent for every different customer that came
Okay.
through the drive-through,
Yeah, yeah.
and he would have pretended to be a certain person
Yes.
or act a certain way.
Yeah.
And he just built up like that confidence and that ability to
Yeah.
perform for different people.
Yeah.
For a drive-through at McDonald's. So
That
if
may-
you work at McDonald's right now, don't write yourself off. Like
These boys are never out of McDonald's and calls.
Shut up.
Favorite Spider-Man movie
Oh. Do you- or do you
Oh,
even
no,
like
I'm a
Spider-Man?
massive Spider-Man fan.
Okay,
so
there we
thank
go.
you so much for asking
Right.
me that question.
and favorite Spider-Man.
You know what? This is might be a controversial one, but I actually really
Ooh.
think Andrew Garfield
I actually love.
is a very
I
good
love
Spider-Man.
his
He's very
Spider-Man. I
good.
love his
I
Spider-Man.
think so. I'll rate it this way: Andrew Garfield, in my opinion,
Yeah.
is the best Spider-Man. Then you got Tom Holland, who I believe is best at Peter Parker and Spider-Man.
Right.
And then I think you're obviously
Tobey Maguire.
the OG Tobey Maguire is the best Peter Parker.
Okay.
So I think Andrew Garfield,
Ooh, okay.
Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire, Peter Parker, but Tom Holland is the best
both.
of both.
Right. This is gonna be controversial
So-
because I have a different opinion about that. Right. I agree with you with Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man.
Mm.
Yeah, because Andrew Garfield had the
Yeah.
quips and
Yes.
the
Yeah,
jokes and all that.
And it just I love his mannerisms and all.
Yeah,
You know the way
yeah,
kind
yeah,
of
yeah.
he stutters and stuff. I love
But best Peter Parker is Tom Holland.
that. Okay, well I said both for him.
Yeah,
so
but,
yeah, kind of ties in.
because
a little bit.
in the comics he is a young teenager,
Yeah,
so I think he's the perfect choice for Peter Parker.
absolutely.
But Tobey Maguire, I mean, he was too sad all the time for Peter Parker.
Yeah.
He was too sad. He was too
No,
he's
emo.
very
He was-
serious
He
or
was
something,
very
isn't he?
emo. He was very
You
emo.
gotta remember though, that came out at the start of the 2000s.
That was-
I know.
Different
I know.
ballgame then.
Yeah,
I
it
know.
was.
There wasn't any of the serious, like, it was only when Batman Begins came
Yeah.
about that people started to take, like, superhero movies.
Yes.
Yeah.
Serious.
Do you
Yeah.
know what film actually, like, kick-started the MCU?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know that?
Incredible Hulk.
Was it not Hulk? No.
That's the original first one, but I don't think
Blade.
it.
That's
Was it?
right.
Oh,
Yeah,
Blade.
Blade. Yeah, Blade.
Wow.
Yeah.
But your favorite.
It saved. They were going under, and it was Blade that saved.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, I do agree with what you're saying
Yeah.
with Tobey Maguire being quite sad and stuff. But I
Yeah.
think his one in Spider-Man 3 was quite good when he turned dark. I
Oh, the
like that.
dancing
Yeah,
and
the
all.
dancing and all.
Oh.
I quite like that. But yeah, a favorite Spider-Man movie. Oh, I don't know. I really like Spider-Man 3 because Venom's in it.
Yes.
So and we haven't had a Venom since.
Well, Tom Hardy.
Oh well, he hasn't been in a Spider-Man movie. I mean, sorry,
Not yet.
not yet. But I know there is some sort of crossover happening.
There is.
But I heard rumors it might be an Andrew Garfield movie because
That's right.
Yeah.
they can do
Yeah.
anything with this like multiverse
Yep.
shit or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
So apparently Venom might go into
Just
that
abs-
verse.
Yep.
So who knows? But yeah, favorite movie. I'll just say Spider-Man 3 because I think
Okay.
Venom, Sandman, and all. I really enjoyed it, and I was really young when that came out, and I thought I was Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was that kid that wore a Spider-Man suit
Oh, I
to,
was.
Oh,
too.
yeah,
to
oh, yeah,
like
oh, yeah.
fancy dress, but like,
Nice.
I was obsessed, mate.
I used to wear Power Rangers.
Did
costumes
you?
as well, yeah.
I used to love Power Rangers, but I never actually wore the wee
Oh.
outfits like. But
You missed out.
He dressed
yeah, I
up-
missed a
he's-
trick
he-
there.
He dressed up as a clone trooper once for a Christian getaway camp.
Oh,
I've seen stormtroopers in Benidorm, but yeah, you probably didn't
In a
want it.
Christian camp, he was
You
wearing
wouldn't
a
want to
full-on-
see that,
Yeah,
like-
yeah. And do you want to tell them the story about that camp? What happened to me and you at the Christian camp?
oh, which one though?
That same one.
The one where I punched the girl? No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy, clip this shit right now.
Right,
What the hell happened?
So, right, considering, right, we were what,
Right.
12, maybe 13, 14,
13, 12.
something like that.
Right.
Something
A
like
wee
that, right?
slap, I'm going to imagine, right?
No,
No.
Fuck's sake.
It was,
Right. So
Yeah.
I'll tell story. Shut up. Right.
do you remember the story?
I remember. So I remember because
No,
I
but
have
you know the-
PTSD from it. I have
She
PTSD.
was a bitch. But no.
For a 12-year-old.
She was a bitch. However, I didn't mean it. That's what
You
I'm gonna
didn't
put
mean
it there.
Right,
I
and
didn't mean
I'll
it.
tell you why I did it. Right. So, in the camp, there was more girls than guys, and the leaders of the group were wanting us to play this game. And it was like a scavenger hunt or like retrieve the thing off the opposite team. So it was
Yeah.
But this wasn't the same day.
Whatever. it was so it was boys versus girls. But this was like I think it was like midnight or something like that because it was pitch black and like we were out in like the countryside. We were like I don't know in the middle of nowhere. I think it was where was it, Armagh or something like that. Somewhere Omagh.
Somewhere.
Anyway,
Somewhere
Culture land. Culture land.
long story short, the game was so we had these sweeties. All
Mm-hmm.
the guys had these sweeties, and we had to go to the far end of the field. I'm talking about like far end of the field.
Yeah.
And we had to make sure that the girls didn't retrieve the sweets off us.
You had to run away from him.
No, well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. It came down to me and George were the last two standing.
Right.
It was like The Walking Dead.
Yeah, it was.
Swarm of
It was
girls
like-
coming towards
You know,
us.
season 2 on the farm.
Yeah,
Oh, it was exactly like that.
It was like that. It was
Exactly like
so
that.
It was,
The
it was
moonlight.
like
Wow.
it was if I had
That'll be your dream now.
yeah.
though,
Oh
wouldn't
yeah.
it?
Yeah. I was.
Oh,
gonna say,
yeah.
If my beauty
Back
hit
then
me
we were
back
like-
then, I'd be swimming.
Oh yeah.
Back
But
then,
back
maybe
then,
not.
I was like, holy shit, no,
Yeah.
I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
They
so
started
it-
jumping on you.
And
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
like almost like an action movie.
Yeah.
You know why? Because I was trying to get George away so he'd be the last one. So I was like, George, save yourself. And he jumped over the wall. He got jagged. He fell into it like a jaggy bush.
And then what? A girl jumped in, you just like boom.
No, I was
Right.
just out, and then he got jumped on.
I know, but the thing is, so I actually had a sweet, and all the girls were actually on top of me trying to get the sweets off me. I was like, no. So I swallowed the sweet whole, but
Oh.
with a wrapper on.
Oh.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
insane.
man.
It was
You're lucky
insane.
to be alive.
Yeah, I know.
And then the day later,
Yes.
we were doing activities and all that, and some of the girls were very bitchy to us. So I don't regret it.
what?
I don't regret it.
Which one?
You don't remember? I can't remember. It was a blonde one. I don't know.
Was this in the same
Same camp
with the
day
two,
later.
with the two campmates that we had?
Yeah, day later, right? Last activity day. Okay. She was standing behind me,
Right.
and
Oh yes, I remember.
yeah, do you remember that? Yeah.
He does remember.
I remember now. Oh fuck.
What happened?
Go,
Do you remember what I remember? Anyway,
go,
yeah.
go.
Either I was throwing something,
If
or
only
I
we could
was
do this now.
I was throwing something, or I was I don't know what it was. I was like doing a punching action, so I had my fist closed, and I did this, and I did the whole like the roundhouse, the
Yeah.
boxing thing where I swung this way and I hit her right in the face.
Whoa.
Yeah, and she started complaining, reporting.
Get
me.
this man detained for 60 days. And fuck.
She was reporting me. I was like, "Well, you do know I didn't know you were standing behind me. You know, it was a mistake." And she was like, "No, because we hated each other anyway."
Oh,
so
did
she
you?
obviously
Yeah,
thought-
Oh,
she obviously thought-
right, right.
But maybe she was flirting with me.
Maybe she was hitting.
Back then, it
well,
wouldn't
I was
know.
about to say maybe she was hitting on you, but you obviously hitting on her.
No pun
But
intended.
I hope
No
you're
pun
okay.
intended at
I
all.
hope you're okay.
Speaking of that, Cam, do you remember the whole Nintendo DS incident?
Yeah, I threw my DS down the toilet.
Oh, for flip. Why did you do that, bro?
No, he brought the DS to him while he was taking the shit.
Right. No. You know when you're about to take a shit, right? You know,
We've talked about shit a lot
Yeah.
on this pod.
I told you.
Is this the norm, Chris?
I told you, Stefan. I told you you're gonna be asked some weird shit and listen to weird
right.
shit.
When you take a shit,
Every word in this sentence is just shit.
Shit.
what do you do? What do you do, right?
I was the innocent one.
That sounds like it.
You know the old image of the man putting the newspaper under his arm when he's going for a shit? So
So you read newspaper? Yeah.
I put my Nintendo DS under my arm, and I walked to the
Oh
bathroom,
my God.
and it fell out
And
of
you
my
dropped
armpit.
it.
Yeah.
Did you shit on the DS?
Thankfully not.
I put my hand in the toilet. I put my hand right in the toilet, got it out, and I was screaming to everyone because there was
Yeah.
like 5 of us in the
Yeah, in the
dorm.
bunk. Yeah.
And I was saying, guys, I dropped my DS in the toilet. And they were all asleep.
Yeah.
I was like, what did I do? I was crying. I was screaming. I was
Oh.
crying. And when I got the camp leader, I told him, and he put it in rice, and it actually still works today.
Yep.
Wow.
10 years,
Apart from
12 years
apart
later,
from like
yeah.
a wee water bubble at the top screen.
Ah.
That company won like Nobel Peace Prize in the year.
No, it's been like what, 15 years?
15 years. Yeah.
But there's still wee bits cake.
Oh, yeah.
There's a bubble on the top of the screen. Yeah.
Wee water bubble. Hey, it
They,
survived.
they make them good. Well
They
done,
do.
Nintendo.
Was that the old DS, like the very original
Oh yeah,
DS?
yeah. Nintendo
DS
Lite.
Lite.
Oh, DS
Yeah,
Lite,
yeah,
yeah, that's the one I had actually. I didn't have the original DS. It was kind
Yeah,
of like
same. That was a bit too bulky.
yeah, too bulky looking.
Right,
yeah.
Stefan. Craziest story that
Ever.
you have,
Night out, craziest night out.
or
story.
whatever. It doesn't have to be a night out. Just a crazy story.
Craziest story ever.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
deep.
I know I'm gonna dig deep for this one. Well, I lived in I lived in New York for
Oh, okay.
4 months.
Nice, nice.
In 2016,
Nice.
me and my best friend went on an internship for a Sunday school actually.
Oh right,
So
very nice, very nice.
this is whenever we were in our whenever I was in my Christian day, sorry. And I hated my job. I got my first job, mate. I was
Yeah.
in engineering, right?
Right.
I studied engineering after school.
Yep.
Because I was told apparently by teachers that's where money's at.
Yeah.
So you need to get a job in engineering or you're fucked.
Yeah,
basically.
yeah.
So I done that, even though if you knew me, you probably someone should have told me, bro, you were never going to be an engineer. Like,
Yeah.
one, you're not smart enough. Two, you talk too much shit, so you need to be speaking to people somewhere else. But no one at that age like wants to guide you. So done that anyway, got that job, hated it, and I thought, right, fuck, what can we do? So me and my friend applied for an internship.
Right.
So we went over to New York, lived there for 5 months doing Sunday school.
Yeah.
And as Yenny's been in New York,
No.
Uh,
well,
I've
you've
been-
been to.
I've been to Chicago.
Chicago,
Ohio,
it's rough
but-
as well, I've heard.
Well, yeah.
Windy cities.
Oh, it is, yeah.
So I lived there, but we'd basically done Sunday school on the side of like a bus truck thing, right?
Okay.
So these trucks were like converted into like Sunday school, like mobile Sunday schools.
Okay.
So the side of it would come down and it would be like a platform.
All right, nice.
It would sit up, and we would have like tarps on board. So you put tarps.
This
on
obviously wasn't in New York City, right?
No, this is in New York City, mate.
Alright,
This is
alright.
all over New York City. Like on the streets, so it's called
Nice.
Sidewalk Sunday School.
Wow.
So they would park on the side of the
That must have
road.
been like a really tight place to do it then.
Well, no, because see the sidewalks in America, like you've been, they're huge, mate. Like
Okay.
they are huge. It's not like
yeah,
our wee footpaths, mate.
That's what I imagined.
No, they're like the size of our roads over there. Like they're huge. Like so, you can do it. So we done that, and mate, we were reaching like 50,000 kids a week through like 20 mobile like Sunday schools, which was insane. Like, and if anybody's been in New York, they know how rough it can be. Like we were in the rough areas. We were in Brooklyn.
Oh right.
We were up in
Boston?
Harlem, the Bronx. I was based in the Bronx, so was
Boston.
weren't there, no. But Bronx, what was it? Brooklyn, Harlem,
Yeah.
and then there's a wee island. What do you call it? Staten Island.
Staten
Island.
Yeah.
So all them areas and Manhattan as well, of course. And yeah, mate, I seen a guy pulled out a gun at one point. So I was basically told in the Bronx, like they were looking at me and they knew I wasn't white, right? But they knew I wasn't black.
Right.
So it was kind of like a light skin.
Yeah,
So it was
yeah.
mixed race. I was kind of getting away with being in that area
Right.
because literally we had a friend there who was a white Italian guy,
Okay.
and he got arrested just for being white in that area. Like, there's no reason to arrest him.
What the?
And like they arrested him, and then they did say to him that we arrested you because it's not safe for you to be here. Like,
Okay.
is there a reason why you're here? And they were kind of suspicious on why he was there in the first place. He's like, look, no, we were in Sunday school t-shirts, like we do Sunday school here, and we would have visitation days, so you had to go visit your kids
Right.
at their homes
Mhm.
once a week, and you basically 5-minute visitation, but you're giving them a leaflet to let them know when the next one's on. And I was basically told by these guys it was Christmas time, and I had like a trolley full of presents, mate.
Yeah.
I like a trolley full of mad presents. Like these people were really generous to these kids.
Yeah,
Like, they
yeah.
were getting iPads and everything. And if you're running around New York with a trolley full of iPads, it is not gonna go. It's not gonna go fucking well. Like, is it?
You might as well be Mr. Beast.
Might as well. And we were on the bus one day, and literally we heard like guy had pulled out a gun and like had a shot. I don't know where or who at, but we heard a shot go off, and we had to basically like run
Yeah.
off and stuff. But yeah, that's probably my maddest story. Like that's pretty mad. Like
Maddest night
yeah,
out
yeah.
then. Maddest
Maddest
night
night
out.
out.
These boys just want the
Oh yeah.
You want the tea, mate?
We want the tea. We want the tea. That's what makes good
night out.
content.
Oh mate, Benidorm. Fucking hell.
Oh, okay, okay.
Benidorm, mad night out.
The,
So we
the,
seen.
the hottest London, pretty much.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
it's
yeah.
pretty much the hotter version than London.
That's what they say, isn't
Yeah.
it? But yeah, we
You've
seen
been?
Sticky Vicky.
What?
You've been to
No, my
Belgium?
family goes there all the time. I don't understand
You
the.
haven't
I don't.
been,
I
no?
don't understand the
Did he?
attraction of it.
Well, what age is your? What age are the family members? Are
So my mom is in her 50s. My brother is just 2 years younger than me, and my dad is around the same age. But they go
I've
there
heard
almost like every year.
Yeah, well, like elderly people supposedly go there a lot.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people go there as well.
No, I did
But-
used to go to Ibiza. No, that was good crap.
I've never been to Ibiza. Like
Ibiza's crap. It's good. Good. Yeah,
I've
yeah.
heard, I need to go, but I heard it's like mad expensive. Like to,
It's
just
expensive,
to be
but
there.
yeah.
there's the party side. And
Oh,
there's
yeah.
the-
There's a nice side.
But the thing is, so we went to the party side thinking that it was going to be the family side. It was not the family side. It was the party side, and I was like partying all night. It was
Oh,
fun.
flip.
One of the most underrated movies. You might be too young for it, but
Right.
Kevin and Perry Go Large.
Yeah,
I've
mate,
seen
I
that,
love
I've
that
seen
movie.
I've seen that. I
Love
love
that movie.
I love that. Yeah, yeah.
Mate, Kevin
All
Perry's.
I want to do is do it. Wake up.
Yeah. Like Eyeball Paul, the DJ. But yeah, no, Benidorm. I suppose it might be up there with my mad night since
Okay.
Sticky Vicky and that. In Belfast though, I haven't really had any mad stories. You know,
Okay.
I've been absolutely fucked before
Yeah,
and
yeah.
not like came home and not knowing how I got home. And
Oh yeah, we
you don't know what you've
about
done and all that. Like the
Fire
fear.
Holy Lands.
that.
You ever wake up just with the fear and anxiety like crippling you?
I don't drink anymore because of
No,
that.
I haven't drunk since before Christmas because of it. Genuinely, mate.
When was
The
the last
fun
time you
part
drank?
is waking up in someone else's room. That's the fun part.
I would definitely shit myself, mate.
Right,
at that
George.
point.
Right.
Oh, I've already said my
No,
story.
no, right. I'm
Anyway.
going to talk about George's worst night
No,
ever, right?
no,
Because
no,
I was
no,
there
no.
and I had to
We
help him.
talked about this
No,
before.
I don't care. Stefan hasn't heard about it. Stefan hasn't heard about it. Right, so there was a day we went down to Bangor, right? And it's a shit place anyway. But anyway, but
For a
we-
night out.
Yeah, it was a shit
Oh,
place.
flip.
Right, so but we did like a bar crawl.
That'd be fun.
It came to the last bar.
Turned into a proper crawl.
Oh yeah, bar crawl. It came to the point where George was blackout drunk and he fell onto the streets of Bangor. He was out conscious, nothing. Like I thought he was dead for like an hour. An hour just lying there.
Wow. Blackout drunk.
Oh, blackout
Oh.
drunk. But
But I wasn't breathing.
But the
That's
thing is,
hard, man.
we managed to get him awake and all, and into his parents' car. But before he did that,
Sick.
before he did that, he puked everywhere, right? And I managed to get a hotel there, and the next morning I walked past, and the bank of council was like fully asleep.
Fumigation.
Yeah, fumigation. They had like the full on like, do you know, like the proper power hose, the power hoses,
yeah.
properly washing it down.
You'd stain the fucking sidewalk. mate.
Yeah.
I did.
Oh god.
Here's a rash question for you, because you've asked me a few rash
Okay.
ones.
Oh yeah, ask us.
How much would you suck a dick for?
None.
Zero.
No.
Zero.
No. No.
For
I,
all the money in the world.
Zero.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it.
You wouldn't do it for all the money in the world.
No, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do
2
it.
million quid right now.
No.
Wouldn't suck a dick.
No.
No one knows about it.
No.
Chris?
Chris?
Well, yes.
I mean, you can take a shit, but you can't. Right.
I know
Chris,
that's. I mean, I don't know.
Chris,
would you? I don't
Chris,
know. It's hard to
Chris.
know, isn't it?
£2 million.
Like,
Would you
t-
do?
think-
Would you
like-
do piss cat?
I would do piss cat for I would for 2 million I'd do piss cat.
Yes,
Yeah.
maybe it was like fucking, I don't know.
But like, she would literally shit in your mouth while you're
For
fucking.
2 million, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it's not that.
It's not. It's not.
People shitting on your like.
But even, that's
Chest.
worse. That's still pretty disgusting.
Someone's called once said that was like called like a chili or something. Like,
Oh, fuck's
Where's this podcast going?
Would you do it for 2 million?
Yeah, would you do it?
I don't. That's. I mean, that's why I asked you. I don't know. Like think about 2 million.
No.
Change your whole life.
Right,
I
you.
don't- it's
Right, how about
okay.
this? How about this? How about this? Right, homeless guy.
Yeah, I probably
Right, how
wouldn't.
about this? How about this? Homeless guy. You walk past homeless guy. I'll suck you off for £5.
Oh, goodness sake.
Do you ever see a film called Don't Be a Menace?
Hell no.
Do you ever see a film called Don't Be a Menace to South Saturday while drinking juice in the hood?
No.
No.
You need to watch it. It's like a piss take of like you know, like the boys in the hood and all.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
this guy walking around. No, it's the Wayne brothers.
Right.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
yes,
yeah.
So, right, he's always saying, "I'll suck your dick for a cheeseburger."
Oh. George might do it for a cheeseburger.
No. I'll do piss cat
For a free night in warehouse.
Right. Okay, this is my deal.
Well, how about this? Right here.
Any woman out there,
Right.
I will do piss cat for 2 million.
Right, how about this, George?
You
How
heard
about
it
this?
here
Right, how about
first.
this? Right. Now you know this from experience. Comes to the end of the night, you don't get any hot girls. Come to a whale. Would you shag her? A whale. Like, I'm talking about Brendan Fraser, the whale.
It's a 200 kg unit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever see the Jeremy? Did you ever see the Jeremy Wade memes on TikTok?
No, I don't think I did.
Oh, it's so good.
Jeremy.
He's the guy who river monsters, right? He pretends he's like he can catch like the biggest prehistoric monster or whatever.
Oh,
And
right,
he catches like a little fish, but anyway, they
I know
do-
where this is going.
they do meme where he said, "Oh, there's a big one there." You know, it's like an alien, and then it puts on the caption. It says, "When you encounter a 200 kg unit in Limelight." or
Oh, for
whatever.
fuck's
Oh, I
sake.
love it. It's the best thing I've ever seen.
Limelight gets some free promotion off this podcast.
Oh, yeah,
I
oh,
tell
yeah.
you. All the night out stories are from Limelight on here.
Soul Rubber Mondays.
Right.
Back in my day, it was the Limelight and it was the spring and air break.
All right.
And it was like all the nurses used to all go on a Tuesday night. Was it
Oh.
Tuesday night?
Oh,
Spring and
flip.
air
Oh.
break, yeah.
Is that how you missed the piss cap one?
That was in a place across the Empire.
Town Square.
Town Square, yeah.
Town Square.
That's a good place. Town Square is actually decent.
I've never been there for
It's
a night
dead
out.
on. It's dead on.
It's
for a
not.
night
There's no
out.
club in it though.
No, it's a bar. It's a bar, but
Just
it's
a
bars.
bar.
It was actually the night of the night after the Primark burnt down.
Oh, right.
Oh.
Because I can remember that because it was supposed to be in the apartment.
Yes.
We moved it from the apartment up to
Town Square.
Town Square.
Wow.
Yes.
I remember that burning down. I actually was off social media at the time. I done like a detox at the time.
Okay.
And I remember someone came into Starbucks. Like, oh, the Primark's burnt down. Everyone's going mad about it.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I was like, shut the fuck up. There is no way
Where are you from,
Primark.
Stefan? Where are you from?
Originally Ballymoney.
Oh.
Originally Ballymoney. But I would say if someone asked me where I'm from,
Yeah.
I probably should say Ballymena because I lived there like
Oh,
probably most of my life.
These boys think you're from Uri.
Oh
I was like,
I've-
it's like,
That's what you said, yeah.
yes. Yeah. Does that sound like I'm from New York?
I don't know, because it kind of reminded me of like George's ex. Because she was from the area and like she sounded like exactly like you actually.
What?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't think Uri.
No.
But I thought it was Ballyclare.
Ye-
Ballyclare.
I'd probably say Ballymena
Okay.
because I lived there since I what?
Yeah, we know a lot of
15,
people from
16.
Ballymena. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
so-
good place. It's a good place.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
It's
I
very
worked there
small.
for a
It's
long
small.
time,
It's
so-
small.
I always
It's
find it's hard to drive. Like you can drive into it. But
Yes.
Getting out of it.
if it's
a
mad,
nightmare.
it's mad. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
all one way,
Yeah.
and like if you take the wrong lane, you're fucked. You have to go the whole way around the town again.
Do you prefer Ballymena or do you prefer Belfast?
No, mate. I don't think I live in Belfast. You know.
No.
No, I don't.
But like,
think I
if you
would.
were to like go
Oh,
for,
go out.
yeah. Would
Oh, if I'm going out,
Belfast?
yeah, Belfast every day of the week. Although I love a good night out in the port, which I know it's probably too far for you boys for a night
where's
out.
Port?
Port Rush, Port Stewart.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I
Okay.
thought you meant Portadown for a second.
Gonna say.
See, us culture boys, the port is like the port.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a really good night out as
Okay.
well. But it's a bit of a hassle. It's a hassle either way. So like we're
Any good
well,
decent nightclubs there?
yeah, there's one called Villa, and it's got an upstairs place called Blue Ocean. Don't go.
No.
Wales,
No,
Wales,
I'm saying
Wales,
no, I'm-
Wales
no.
in the ocean.
Oh, for
Wales.
fuck's sake.
Wales in
The
the
reason
ocean.
I'm telling you not to go is so you don't give it some bad rep, some bad stories.
All them Love Island people coming like a Friday night
Yeah.
or something. It's going to be the
I'm coming for you.
But yeah, no, it's a good place for a night
Yeah.
out. But see where I live, so Ballymena, well, I live outside Ballymena, right? So it's like closer to Randallstown, to be honest. So even if you go to Belfast or Laporte,
Yes.
Port Ross, Port Stewart, it's the same distance either way. So it's a hassle fucking getting home.
Yeah.
See, a night out for us, you're talking like £100 minimum
For a taxi.
per night. So no, £100 minimum, that'll probably do like, say you spend 50 quid, 40 quid on drink.
Yeah.
You're talking, depends on what time you get it, but
Okay.
it could be 60 quid to get home.
Oh,
Which is fucking expensive, like. 60 quid, I don't care who you are or how much money you
You
got.
should just
60
get
quid for a
yourself. You
lift
should
home
just get
is-
yourself like a designated
deal.
driver.
That's it. I should just have like a fucking chauffeur
Yeah,
that takes me
yeah,
around
yeah.
about. I wish we're not there yet, like, but
Well, we have one tonight. John's got to do it for us,
Oh,
isn't he?
yeah,
Yeah.
so what is the proudest moment of your life?
Proudest. Oh.
Wow.
Okay, that's actually
That's a
good.
good
Yeah,
question.
oh, it
man.
is a good
Yeah,
question.
yeah.
That's a really good question.
Proudest moment.
Proudest moment of my life. You know what? I would actually say. I don't know. I'm stuck between a few things. Like,
Okay.
Because
You can- you
oh,
can
Just pick one. Just
you-
pick
yeah,
one.
there's,
yeah,
there's
yeah,
I'll pick one. Probably probably starting the content and actually
Yeah.
making the jump.
Yeah.
I've got a load of good moments, but I think that one in particular, just because it's recent
Yep.
and it's actually impacted my life
In a good
in
way.
a tangible way that
Yeah.
is really positive and really
Yeah.
exciting for me. So I think that because I was convinced, I know at one point it wasn't going to work, like, and I was convinced I couldn't do it, to be
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah.
And I pushed myself to do it, and it's the same as I done a boxing fight, and it would maybe come up there.
I
in
think
one of
I
the
think
moments as well.
I think I saw that. You
Yeah, I
you
don't
posted like a wee teaser of it.
Yeah, posted me kind of reacting to it, and like after that, it's whenever everything kind of clicked for me.
Yep.
Because I was so terrified of fighting. I'm not a fighting kind of guy.
Yeah.
Like, you probably know by meeting me for like half an hour here already that I wouldn't fight anybody. Like,
But was this like a
I'm
charity
not-
event?
Yeah, it was
Okay.
a charity event, and I would do stuff every year to challenge myself.
Okay.
And fighting was one of them. I didn't believe I could fight. Didn't believe I could get fit enough to even get in a ring and perform. And I'd done it, and I got beat in the end in points.
Yeah.
But at the end of it, I was like, you know what? If I can go in there and get like basically fucking beat up, I can do anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
literally nothing can stop me right now.
Yeah.
If I can go into the ring and get beat in
Yeah.
front of everyone I love there, good friends there, and friends were there, family were there, I'm like, I can do anything I want.
Yeah. That's a good mindset to
And,
have. Yeah. Yeah.
And then I'd made that jump to do content. So yeah, I'd
Nice.
probably say that was proudest moment because it done something for me that's actually made me happy.
Yeah. George,
And I
what's
think
your proudest moment?
that's
I used to be a kickboxer.
Did
I
you?
did, I did.
And
I
is that
did.
your proudest moment?
Well, no, but
But what is your proudest moment?
oh,
That's a great question.
Limelight.
I might kissing all the whales.
Kissing all the whales. Yeah.
Boys are on heat.
It's Rubber Mondays, Chris.
Get these boys. I hope you get a girlfriend soon.
No, no.
Fuck's sake.
Well, let's
Prize moment.
see. Well, I have a few like you.
Okay, but choose one.
Well, maybe if I look at the overall picture, I'd have to say being a Christian.
Okay.
Would be the
Yeah,
proudest
no,
moment.
yeah.
Yeah, that day whenever I gave myself to
Oh,
God.
that's cool,
Yeah,
man.
I would say.
I
Yeah.
expect that. I don't know why, just not.
Yeah, well,
And
the
you-
way the episode's been going,
Because
it's
he's been
like-
talking about all the whales today, that's why.
What made you then, if you don't mind me asking you, like you say you don't walk with God anymore, right?
Oh, I do.
You do?
Oh, I do. Yeah, yeah.
All right, sorry. I thought you said that earlier you were a Christian. You are a Christian. I know you are a Christian.
Yeah.
But we
So
just
you-
don't really go to church anymore.
You don't really.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I mean. Sorry, you don't
But
really.
the thing is, say with Christianity, like, you don't always have to go to church as long as you
Yeah.
believe.
yeah,
like, you
yeah,
don't-
I agree with that
But
100%.
I hate that so because
Because people think you need to go to church to have a
Yeah,
relationship
and
with
I
God.
hate that
but you
because
don't.
like us living in a Christian family household, like they're constantly begging us to go to church each Sunday. It's like, it gets repetitive, and sometimes church can be boring. Honestly, I'm sorry, but it can be boring sometimes. Especially it depends on like who's preaching. But like, but there's other churches that we've been to, and like it's so lively, and I don't mind that. But like, you don't have to go to church every Sunday to be a Christian. As long as you believe and you pray and you repent,
100%.
that's the way.
Agree.
To do it.
So
Agreed.
People talk about like Shakespeare, right? Everyone thinks Shakespeare's boring and all, and it's fucking boring.
Yeah,
But say whoever reads Shakespeare to you, it depends on whoever reads it to you.
Right.
that's true.
Whether it's boring, so it's the same when you're saying about
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pastor. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all about how the message is delivered
Yeah.
and how you're receiving it
Receiving
as
that,
well.
yeah.
Because it depends where you're at to receive it. You know, if you're not in a good place and you receive it, it can vary. Like,
Yeah.
that's a cool moment.
Yeah.
Man.
So that'll
Very
be
good
your
answer.
answer. So that'll be your part.
You made me look selfish there.
Yeah.
with my answer. But no, very good.
It's redemption arc. It's like the denominator. What's it called?
What?
The denominator. What is it called?
The mentor.
A Dementor.
The Dementor. It's like God loving.
I know.
The redemption arc. Yeah.
He started the podcast off on a really.
Really low.
He had to bring it up there, didn't he?
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna go back down.
Now it's your turn.
Look, proudest moment. Like used to is there's too many to choose. I'm gonna be great. I'm gonna choose two. I'm sorry to say.
No,
but,
you're not allowed.
Go for it. Let me hear it.
Right. Proudest moment for me was whenever I left my retail job and pursued videography as a full-time career.
Yeah.
And like, because as soon as I walked out of those doors, I actually felt like a weight lifted off my shoulders, and I was like, I feel so good. Obviously, being freelance, it's so difficult because you obviously have to keep those jobs coming in,
Yep.
and you have to, get yourself out there, and it's tough. Like, but knowing that I work for myself, I'm doing it all for me. I'm doing everything for me, and like even if getting jobs by myself, I feel great.
Yeah.
I feel absolutely great, and I think that's one of my proudest moments. Second proudest moment, obviously, whenever I was born.
Yeah. You didn't know much about it, but we'll give it to you. Maybe it's your mum's proudest moment.
I'm just proud of my life. I mean, like
No, that's cool.
even for the ups and downs, it makes you who you are.
Yeah.
Even though you're
Oh,
broke, you're broke right now, but that's all right.
Brokey.
George, how much money do you have right now? How much money?
The
do you have
zero.
right now?
Nothing.
Where's the gold watches?
Fall them off. That's
All right. Okay. Nice.
Great question.
Let's wrap up this podcast, right? So, actually, that was the thing. We actually had a few questions sent in to us on Instagram.
Oh,
Yeah. So I'm gonna answer.
people want to know some
Oh,
stuff.
people want to know some stuff. That's right. So I'm gonna pull up those questions right now. You two have
Let's-
a wee chat. You two
let's
have a wee
hear
chat
about it.
until I get this all set up.
Well,
here.
you're not coming to Rubber Monday?
No, I'm good, man.
Oh,
I'm
He wanted you to bring his ring, man.
Yeah.
Right, here we go. Right. Well, I'm not gonna answer that one. That's a bit perverted, like. But fuck's sake.
go on.
I don't know.
Is this George just sending them all into you? Is it?
No,
no.
no.
Are you sure?
Right.
What's that?
So, literally, the first
Who
question.
asked this one? Who asked this one?
I'm not gonna say his
Say
name.
the name. Say the name.
I'm not gonna say his name
Why?
because you know who he is.
Oh no.
Your
Name
best-
drop and tag.
It's your best friend, right?
Ah.
So one person said this, right? I think this goes for everybody, right? Listen, everybody. What size is your dick and does size matter?
Jesus. Who asked that question?
I'm not going to name drop. I'm not going
My
to.
mate would say it's small, but it's a hard wee worker.
Chris is just a chode. Right? Are we going to answer that one? No.
Well, I think I asked. No, wait, I haven't asked that. I was about to say I think I've asked that on my TikTok public questions.
Oh, right.
Oh really?
But it was size or stamina I went for.
Oh, okay.
That's how I worded it. And I'm
Okay.
nearly sure they all said stamina. So
Oh, okay.
to the boys watching, doesn't matter what you're packing. Just
That's all in mind.
It's all mental games, bro.
Well, I think that pretty much summarizes it. Let's just move on. Okay,
Yeah.
so the next one here is a big, actually.
Want to know that, don't
He was like, bro, I've been watching your videos. I see your package.
Right, next question. So, I don't know who this refers to, but I'll read out the question now. It could refer to, I think it just refers to content creation in general.
Okay, cool.
I want a job like what you're doing, but more photography. How would I get the
Well.
confidence?
How do you get confidence? It's literally genuinely about just believing in yourself.
Yeah.
And like knowing what you bring to
Yeah.
the table. And stepping into weakness. Like, don't wait to be confident
Yeah.
to do it. So if you're going to wait to be confident or to be a certain way, like, you will literally never start.
Yeah.
And I think anything I've done in my life, like from the stories we talked about doing New York or
Yes.
interviewing people, podcast, it's all about just stepping in the weakness.
Yeah.
Like, what I do right now, I don't actually think I'm naturally good at it, but I stepped into it anyway, believing
Yeah.
that, you know what, if God is before me, you know what, I will succeed in this. And
Yes.
just going for it. So yeah, I would say don't wait to be confident, but do have a self-belief in yourself that you can do it if you put your mind to it. And just try not to get like too distracted. Don't try and compare yourself.
Yeah,
like,
that's a big
cut
thing.
out who you're following.
Yeah.
Like cut them down if you're following people that make you feel shit. Like just focus on yourself and step into that.
Yeah,
weakness,
because
bro.
that's what you're saying about it doesn't matter who you're following and stuff like that. That's a big thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
Because like
it is.
you almost like you compare yourself to others, and
Yeah.
you think, oh, I'm not gonna do great. Don't you look at me like that? I know what you are doing.
I said to these boys, they're looking at people, and I'm just talking about TikTokers and stuff, and I'm not slobbering about the TikTokers, but they're looking to these lifestyles and stuff.
Well, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
I'm just saying, no, but it's understandable.
Easy
I
done.
just think that it's not always the picture. Concentrating yourself, better yourself.
Yeah.
And this stuff, I've really enjoyed today's. I'd say
Yeah.
it's your best podcast yet.
Oh, thank you.
Right. Final question, and actually, final question of this, and then I forgot to ask this, but it's just a wee quick question.
Yes, quick.
Right. So, final question on these is, I think we've already covered this. What you think of America shooting down a Chinese spy balloon? We already talked about
we're
this.
talking about
Yeah.
UFO.
that. Yeah, it's a UFO.
UFO. Right. So
Aliens
the final
exist.
question I really want to ask, because it kind of like involves around me and George's sort of like lifestyle, right?
Yeah, man.
Favorite coffee?
Oh, that's a big
Oh.
question. That's a
Favorite-
big question.
yeah.
I think you asked me for my coffee order. and I
did.
did say I'm just a straight up latte, man.
Right. Okay.
You know, like so whole milk, full fat milk,
Mhm.
just coffee, so just latte
Yeah.
milk coffee, and like no syrups, no sugar.
Mhm.
nothing
Hazelnut,
like
hazelnut syrup.
You like hazelnut?
latte? Yeah.
No, because I worked in Starbucks, so
Yeah.
as you know there for a long time, and I've always just like the blonde,
Yeah.
tall blonde
yeah,
latte.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's always been the best for me. I don't know, it's sweet. If you put like syrups and stuff in it, it just takes away the coffee.
Yeah,
taste.
yeah.
I'm not.
I don't agree with this.
I am not like a coffee like
Connoisseur?
genius. Yeah, like I'm not gonna sit and sip it and taste it. Like I'll drink instant coffee if
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
there. Like I don't give a fuck about
no.
what coffee it is, but yeah, just plain straight up coffee, no syrups, no sugar. Yeah, I don't wanna
I
mix
don't
that
know if
shit.
I'm disappointed.
I'm disappointed. I'm
So you're
disappointed.
hazelnut and what are you?
Mocha.
Mocha.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Caramel
chocolate,
as well,
chocolate
caramel
and
as well.
coffee.
It's like that 50-50 mix where you get your coffee and you get your hot chocolate. It's like
Yeah.
that sweet spot.
Well, we bit of whipped cream on it too.
Yeah.
Oh, go.
Right, George, what's your favorite? Just to sum this up.
Mocha and lattes.
Hazelnut.
Caramel,
Hazelnut.
Anything.
Hazelnut mocha would technically be Nutella kind of vibe, wouldn't it? Hazelnut chocolate.
Kind of. Yeah.
We'll say that. Anyway.
We'll say that.
Well, probably is nothing like it, but sure.
Yeah, any coffee will
In
do.
my head,
any
it made
coffee would
sense.
do.
Like my women, I don't discriminate. Any coffee will do. Any color, any whatever.
Right, we're going to save that for our next podcast because we're running out of time. So, guys, thanks very much for watching. Stefan, thanks for being on
No,
the
thank you for
podcast.
having me,
Thank you,
boys.
sir.
Thank you.
And yes, so we will see you all.
Hosted
Hosted by Thomas McClellan and George Gibson.